Hello again everyone, my name is Lou and welcome to YouTubers to Watch Part 3. In this video I'll be suggesting some non-debunking channels I watch who cover other content I like, e.g. TV shows such as Doctor Who reviews. Firstly, we have Mr. Sardis Reviews. Quite a number of years ago now, Will, aka Trilby/Mr. Sardis, was the very first of the channels I found who did reviews of Doctor Who, starting for me with Christopher Eccleston's Ninth Doctor and his first companion Billie Piper, who played Rose Tyler. Just recently I've now rediscovered Will, Mr. Sardis, from having been watching other channels who cover our favourite Time Lord. I love his reviews. He even covers episodes of Classic Who. I highly recommend you seek out his channel if you haven't already. Who Culture. The second Doctor Who reviewing channel I watched joined Ellie, Sean and the occasional guest host to discuss the ups and downs, spoiler reviews and Easter eggs which can be found in each episode of what's referred to as New Who and the Whoniverse. From sonic screwdrivers to unexpected returns, Who Culture is where it's at. Harbo Holmes. Ho Harbo. While you're third on the list, that's not as much a reflection on how good or bad your content is as the order in which I found your channel. I'm not really sure what I can tell my viewers about you and your content other than to come and check you out for themselves, even if you are wrong about the Interstellar Song Contest being a terrible episode. DW Fan 91. What's up, DW Fan 91? I'm loving your take on each of Ncuti Gatwa, Millie Gibson and Frodo Seffu's episodes of Doctor Who and the 60th anniversary specials. I couldn't compare the list of some of the other channels I watch without including you in it. Thank you for everything you do and I'll see you in your next one. The Confused Adipose. And finally, last but not least of the channels I watch who review one of my favourite shows is the brilliantly titled The Confused Adipose. Join Joe when he live streams about each episode with his friends Doris, Elise, Artie and Rosanna, and go watch his theories on everything from who Mrs. Flood is to who's in the Unholy Trinity. Another channel I highly recommend. Movies and TV show reviews. First up we have The Film Theorists. Originally hosted by our very own FNAF movie cameoing Matthew Patrick, Film Theory delves into a myriad of movie plots using methods including science to find out such things as if the boulder could really have crushed Indy in the Indiana Jones movies. Now hosted by Lee, this is definitely a channel I know will not really need any kind of shout out from me, and that's not just a theory. Fanflix, largely horror movie reviews. Welcome to Fanflix, where your host Chris reviews a variety of movies from the more well-known to the somewhat more obscure found on streaming services like Shudder. Catches breakdown reviews and endings explained on such movies as the Hell House LLC franchise. The channel is definitely one of my favourites. Chris Stuckman, horror movie reviewer turned film director. Chris invites you to click right here and get Stuckmanized. On videos where he discusses such classics as Halloween and becoming classics like the Terrifier movies, part 4 of which will be coming out in the future, of course. Don't forget to get down to the movie theatre to check out Chris's directorial debut, Shelby Oaks, when it comes out a little later this year. Definitely one I can't wait to see myself. Amanda the Jedi. I love Amanda. I love the style in which she tells us about all the movies she's put herself through, from the 50 Shades style ones to the ones that leave her feeling mostly okay. She's such a quirky lass and a redhead to boot. I hope that you will all go and check her out as soon as possible and show her some love in the comments. Ryan Hollinger. Irishman Ryan really loves his howevers, as he's reviewing anything from found footage films like The Cannibal Holocaust to gut-wrenching movies like Threads. I love an Irish accent, and Ryan really helps me to feel at ease as he goes over what can sometimes be goriness in the extreme. If you're into that, go give him a cheeky wee look. Rockling Grace Productions. I've only just recently found this channel, and Evan, its host, His take on movies such as Late Mungo and Talk to Me have really made me want to seek out and watch these movies. Yet another reviewer who, like Amanda the Jedi, has a style that really gels with me. I encourage you to go subscribe to his channel too. You won't regret it. Other channels of note to me: Slapped Ham, which covers spooky content. Australian Callan introduces us to all kinds of allegedly spooky and mysterious video clips and photographs containing everything from cryptids to UFOs and ghosts, demons. Are they real? Are they fake? Go check out Slapped Ham and decide for yourselves. Philip DeFranco. I've been watching and getting filled in by Mr. DeFranco for as long as I can remember now. Another channel that I know certainly doesn't need any help from me. Phil doesn't just present a news show different to what's out there on mainstream media. He makes it a conversation between him and the audience. In such a crazy world, someone like Phil and team are there to either help us stay sane or join us in going a little bit mad too. Go to subscribe for news from a different perspective. The Tape Library. Another channel that I found more recently and enjoyed. The Tape Library has shared spooky stories, including potentially, I believe, viewers of his channel, as well as those around UFOs and other spooky and mysterious happenings. It was a great find, and I hope you also go along and subscribe. Nexpo and Nightmind. From Marble Hornets to Gemini Home Entertainment, both Nexpo and Nightmind cover these and many more alternative reality games and unfictions, taking a deep dive into what's behind these channels, which feature such creepypastas as Slenderman, among others. I really love watching channels like Nexpo and Nightmind explore such amazingly put together narratives, including looking at The Sun Vanished and Local 58. 2. Go catch up with both these channels, you won't regret it. I didn't. FNAF. John, aka FNAF, is admittedly one of the channels I found for the other channel I am going to talk about after this, the original theory channel, The Game Theorist, which was run by the same guy who also ran Film, Food and Style Theory, Mr. MatPat himself. John FNAF has mainly covered anything to do with Five Nights at Freddy's video game series created by Scott Cawthon, covering, much like Game Theory, what was the bite of 87, and what the mini-games like Midnight Motorist was all about, and tried to come up with a timeline of what happened with the missing children's incident. He ranks highly for me alongside Game Theory and Dorco and a number of other channels that cover horror games like Five Nights, lovingly known as FNAF by us lore seekers fans. Go give John a sub. The Game Theorists. The original theory channel started 13 plus years ago by Matthew Patrick, aka MatPat. Game Theory was the first to dive in depth into things such as how many toes the killer animatronics had in the Five Nights at Freddy's games. He even ended up having an unexpected cameo in the first movie. I know majority of what I know about everything from FNAF from Game Theory, and Matt has worthy successor to get to the bottom of other games such as Poppy Playtime in Tom. This is definitely a channel I cannot see myself ever falling out of love with, and if you're also into games like these, I believe you will love it too. Dominic Noble, originally pre-50 Shades of Grey, known as The Dom, Dominic Noble is a YouTube book reviewer and comparison maker who's covered everything from the above-mentioned 50 Shades books to Earthsea, Harry Potter in character as Terence the Ravenclaw, The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, and just so many that I can cover here in this write-up on his channel. Also having reviewed how accurately they were translated to the big or small screen from the original novels. As you can probably tell, Dominic is one of the channels I've also watched and rewatched for a good number of years now, and if you're a book lover, I recommend him for you too. John Solo, Myths, Fairy Tales. Want to know the gruesome truth behind the many myths and fairy stories dating back through time from Grimm's fairy tales onwards? Then check out John Solo and he'll help guide you through which gods were related to who or otherwise intertwined with which other gods and or mortals, and many different versions throughout the world of Hansel and Gretel, Snow White, Beauty and the Beast, Rapunzel, and Red Riding Hood. Jon Solo covers it all and much, much more. Markiplier. Known as the original king of the Five Nights at Freddy's horror game franchise, Mark, known universally as Markiplier, is a part Korean-American YouTube game player alongside other greats such as Jacksepticeye and many, many others. Mark has also now gone on to make a film version of Iron Lung, as well as having created a number of interactive games through YouTube, some of quite a choose the next part of the adventure feel. Mark has a very distinctive deep voice and is the one best known for exclaiming, "Was that the bite of 87?" during one of his FNAF Let's Plays. Unfortunately, as of yet, there has not been any hint that our King of FNAF will get his own role in one of the FNAF movies. But keep watching in that space and keep your fingers crossed, everyone, and maybe soon it might happen. Nuke's Top 5, similar to Slap Ham, etc. Another spooky top 10 list channel similar to the likes of Slap Ham, Sir Spooks, and the like. Nuke collects a number of the same similar videos from around the internet and asks you to make your mind as if what you're seeing is the real deal or clever editing techniques. It's a very entertaining watch, so go check it out if you haven't already. Thank you very much to everyone who's subscribed to my channel so far. Please remember to give some love to the like button, subscribe if you've not already, and leave any comments and some suggestions for possible future videos down below, and I'll see you soon.